Hi, what's up? I'm DJ Sixsmith. You're watching The Sit Down. It's my CBS colleague over here, Aasif Mandvi.
That's right.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Look at this guy. This has been quite an experience for you here.
I know. What a ride, and an amazing ride that we've gone on with this show.
What a show. I finally saw the first episode. I'm behind.
Are you? You're way behind.
I'm way behind.
You know we're up to the last episode.
I know. And Katja's been in here before, too. Yeah, and she's awesome. And Mike Lemerson was here.
Oh, wow.
So I finally got to it.
You got to it. So you hadn't even watched it when you talked to them.
I hadn't even watched it.
So now you actually have some context to put all this in.
Because I saw the guy on The Price is Right the other day. He's in the full evil getup. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Oh, George?
Yeah.
The demon?
Yeah.
He was here?
No, he was on The Price is Right. So people got super confused who haven't seen the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So they're like, is there a demon on the show?
So wait, who was bidding on Price is Right?
Yes. You gotta check this out.
$6.66.
He went 666. Exactly.
Right,
and so people are like, what the hell is going on?
That's crazy.
So yeah, we wrote articles about it, be like, no, this is a promotion for the final episode of Evil.
People were like, there's a demon on my TV. You know, people.
Especially you think about who's watching The Price is Right during the day, and that guy pops up.
Yeah.
So anyway, when you think about this show, what sticks out to you so far?
Just the fun of it, and also like the writing is so great. Robert and Michelle King, who created the show, are just such smart writers, and the show has gone in such unexpected places that none of us expected it to go. You know, you think, oh, a show like this, it's a procedural, it's kind of a demon of the week kind of thing, and it could have very easily been that, but it's actually so much smarter than that, and dealt with so many more societal issues and sort of commentary on what's going on in our world in a way far beyond what you might think. So it's taken this premise of three characters who are investigating paranormal activity or demonic possession and stuff, and then taking it to a whole other level. So that's been the fun thing, to watch the progression of that throughout the season. Yeah,
and it's witty also. Like there's some moments that you laugh in there amidst all the craziness of the show.
Yeah, there's humor in there, and it's a mixed bag. It's like there's some scares, there's some humor, there's some really emotional stuff that happens in the show. It's something for everybody.
And it also really makes you think just about all this other crap that's going on out there, right? Well, regardless of what you believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sort of really, we have a whole thing in the season about incels and sort of, and how technology allows people to, how people use technology to infiltrate, quote unquote evil or bad things or bad people getting, being able to manipulate other people. So there's all that kind of stuff going on, which is so prevalent in our society today, especially the use of technology.
Yeah, I mean, that's ever present, right?
Right, yeah.
What's been the biggest challenge of playing this character?
Well, he's so different than me, he's...
How is he different?
Well, first of all, he's way better at fixing things and way handier around the house.
That's just number one right there.
Yeah, my wife was like, that Ben is sexy. Like,
it's
I like
why can't
that guy.
Ben be here?
Exactly.
Can he hang this photo for us?
I know. I'm like, I can change a light bulb, but yeah, and he's, but also just playing a guy who I think is much more of he's an empiricist, he's a scientist, he's a pragmatist. They're not necessarily qualities that I totally possess.
Sure.
So that was fun to sort of inhabit that world and to inhabit this guy who's much more grounded than I am and much more certain of his beliefs than I am. So that feels to me like it was an exciting challenge to enter that world.
Yeah, and I feel like TV is an exciting challenge in and of itself with all the different shows going on there.
Well, there's so much to watch
There is a ton of stuff, but this is something that cuts through because it's so specific and so unique. So I think you guys have the benefit. But like you said, like, the reason why I didn't get to this is because I'm watching 10 other shows.
Yeah, exactly. But I think people are starting to find it now, which is great. And as we come to the end of our season, which you've only just started, you're a perfect example of someone who will probably binge the show now and experience it all as one, which I think is the way people now watch television. So it's great. I'm excited for people to start finding the show.
Yeah, definitely. But people have found the show, so what's it been like experiencing it with those people week by week?
Well, it's funny being inside of it, because obviously our perspective, my perspective and Katja and Mike and all, our perspective is so different, you know, but people outside have their theories about what's going on, what's going to happen, you know, who's the devil. Somebody just told me that somebody thinks that her husband is the devil, you know. So, and it's all this kind of, I love listening to people's theories about it. Of course, we only know as much as we know. Mm-hmm. We know more than the audience, but we don't know as much as the kings do, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's fun to listen to people on Twitter like sort of theorize about what's going on.
Yeah, I mean the conspiracy theorists, I'm sure, are out in full force.
Sure.
And just the interesting conversations, I would imagine, just around the show. Even people here in the office, like they're starting to give me some history of demonic people that I didn't even know that were the thing.
There's a history of demonic people.
Apparently so.
Oh, there you go. And apparently here in this office, they know who they are.
So when you think about your career, what have been the keys for you kind of building this thing out? Like from when you first started to where you're at now?
Oh gosh, you know, I started off as a young sort of brown actor who showed up in New York with a theater degree and played a lot of cab drivers and did a lot of guest spots. You know.
Yeah, how old were you when you first got here?
I was in my 20s, so when I first got to New York, and won a lot of roles, you know, for brown actors back then.
Very stereotypical roles.
I played a lot of cab drivers and wore a lot of lab coats, and you know, back then it was just like me and a couple of others, and now, you know, it's obviously changed. We have now there's one brown actor, now we have 8.
Right.
So that's terrific, you know. And then what I started doing in my career was I started writing my own material, and I ended up writing a one-man show called Sakina's Restaurant, which we did off-Broadway. It was the first off-Broadway or play in New York that was written by a South Asian about the South Asian immigrant experience.